Can.
YouTube, tell you back with a new video, man. Today we got my boy A-Rab. I think that's how you say it. But he say 4 times he almost died up in 4 times he almost died. I thought it was in a specific place, but before we get into it, this for educational purposes only. We're not promoting or condoning any negative behavior that occurred during this viewing, but we're gonna hop right into it.
Water with all kinds of diseases. One wrong move, and I could lose my life.
You rocking that boat in that dirty ass water. Hold on, go back. Look at that shit. There's people staying on that shit. He trying to rock the boat.
All
Hold on,
kinds
look
of
at him.
diseases. One wrong move,
Whoa.
and I could lose
I would
my
have
life.
panicked.
Today I'm taking you through my top 4 most dangerous adventures of all time. At number 4, we have the floating water slum of Makoko, Nigeria. This was back when I was still fresh into living these kind of adventures, so I was still a bit inexperienced. Nigerians have this crazy poker face, which made finding a guide quite hard.
That's like, I ain't gonna lie, that's like Africans in general. I noticed, like, you would never know how they feeling, and then when you not being, like, when you not familiar with they accent or how they speak, you wouldn't know if they be coming off aggressive or coming off nice. That's just Africans to me in general. Like, they are, I don't know how to explain it, but you can never really gauge the situation for real, you know? I don't know how to explain it. Y'all get what I'm saying, though.
Down till we spotted the leader of the area boys, somebody who runs the streets. After some friendly banter,
It be
Ayo was
some
now
that
our
like
guide
him.
and agreed to show
It be
us the
some that be like happy as hell, so you know they on some. Either they just happy or they just trying to like deceive you in some way. But it's some you can catch. But an average Nigerian or African, like the whole Africa for me, like you would never notice. Like you would never know how they really feeling.
entire slum. Within moments, his whole squad had surrounded us, and we were rolling deep through the alleys of Makoko. At this point, I'm hyped. We just befriended this guy, and look how badass he looks. We picked the right one, but that's when it hit. 6 big-ass Nigerian men stood up from their seats and began to shout at the white boy walking through their ends. My first instinct was to pay them, but Ayo told me to sit the f down and let him handle it. After 5 minutes of shouting, I'm talking face-to-face yelling, Ayo had put them in their place, and I was fascinated.
Oh yeah, he the top dog over there. You could tell he got the shades on. He cool. He got the shades on. He got the he glowing. You see the yellow. He top dog over there. You could tell.
I don't know what you just said or what you just did, but that was
that is how we run things in the streets.
that's how you run things here.
This is where it became clear to me that Ayo was the guy. We stopped to play
Yeah,
with
he
the
one of them
children who
niggas
were
out there for
fascinated
sure.
by a white boy being in their village. We met the local mothers who cook and sell fish, and as we walked deeper and
I ain't
deeper,
gonna lie, that African food, I don't know if it's just me, but that African food they be making, like, I don't know, it just like, that shit look good. I ain't gonna lie. I tried some African food before. I don't think it was Nigerian food, but that shit was disgusting. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I couldn't even smell that shit. I couldn't even, what the fuck? I couldn't do nothing to that shit, but that shit be looking good as hell.
everything seemed to lose more color. We were now completely surrounded by trash, and it was time to trust our life
Fuck no.
to this captain who does it for a living.
Fuck.
Hey, don't make us flip, yeah? Are you good? Are you good or no?
Hey, stop now.
From here, my life was completely out of my control. Because I'm a bit heavier, the boat wasn't accustomed to my weight, and we were about this high from sinking at any given moment. We boated further and further in as I asked Ayo how life was in such a unique location. I asked him stupid questions, but questions I truly wanted to know.
How deep is the water?
It's not deep like that. Just a little deep.
Like 1 meter?
And look, that shit so dirty. It's like you fall in that shit. You fuck around, catch everything there is to catch. Like hell no, I'm not playing. Hell nah. Look at that shit.
Like 1 meter, 2 meter.
Do you swim in this water?
No.
No.
Just swim.
But I saw these
Over
kids
there,
like
over there.
over there it gets cleaner.
If you want to see all those, you can watch the full boat ride for free on ArabUncut.com. We saw barbershops, entire floating grocery stores, and people making a hard-earned living doing so many different things. Although surrounded by water that could potentially give me life-threatening diseases, as I let myself get immersed in the moment, I forgot about all those things. Because as much of a shithole as I was in, it was beautiful. My life was out of my control and there was no reason to worry, just to live in the moment. From there, Ayo took us to a local brothel where I didn't participate. This guy was a pimp. We walked further in past piles of trash and ended up at the kickback spot for the local boys, where we sparked up for 45 minutes as they taught me about their life.
But some people get mad when you come in.
They're scared of us.
They're scared of you.
Nigerians. Because it's Nigeria. I'm trying to say, you told me when you come here, you are scared to come to Nigeria.
Yeah.
Thank God you're in Nigeria.
Right.
So I'm telling you that.
And they're scared of you.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
Lebanon knows Nigeria.
Yeah.
Are you getting me?
Yeah.
They taught me slurs. We shared some laughs, then said our goodbyes as we tried some local food before heading out of Makoko. A place
That's how it be, like, the outside world, like, especially in America, but, like, probably in more other countries. Only been out the country one time, but, like, you get, like, it's like a whole bunch of propaganda, so you really don't know what you walking into, but 9 times out of 10, when you walk and meet the local people of these different crazy places that they say, they really cool people, just like everybody else, you know. They just get like a bad rep because some shit they government did, or just America political views or political agendas that they pushing on people, you feel me? They want us to feel a certain way about certain parts of the world, but in reality, it's not really like that, you feel me? You can go a lot of places and they'll welcome you open arms, you feel me? A lot of places that they say the most dangerous is, or the most, they'll welcome you with open arms, you feel me? And everything will be good.
I missed.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Dearly. At number 3, we have Spending the Day with Rio's Most Dangerous Gang, an iconic video on this channel that has amassed over 10 million views. I was actually on an island filming this video 3 hours out of Rio. It was a bit past midnight and we were on our way back to the city when I got a call from some contacts we had made. The leader had accepted and I had less than 12 hours to get ready. Before we entered the favela the next day, we had to call in our car for protection. In the favelas, there's a watchman on every corner to warn of an intruder. The leader walks down this hill with a drum mag Glock in hand and says hi to our connects, then hops in the car and takes us past a strip of gang-owned bars. It took about 15 minutes to get to the top of the hill. We passed many different gangs.
Don't get me wrong, like when I say like the stuff that I was just saying, that's what you do gotta worry about. It's like the different gangs and a lot of the public officials. But when you meet a person, like a regular person just trying to, you know, a regular human being just trying to get through life, not gang affiliated, don't got no ulterior motives that they trying to, you know, set out, you know, those are the people that's gonna welcome you, you feel me? But the gangs and shit, a lot of gangs will welcome you too, but they trying to kidnap you for ransom, or they trying to sex traffic for some females or whatever people into, I guess, or like use your body for your organs and shit like that. That goes on, you feel me? So you do gotta be weary of shit like that. So I'm not saying all the people, I'm just saying majority of the people are just honest people trying to make a living, you feel me?
Checkpoints, and by the time we had reached the top, it was clear to me how respected the leader was among the locals.
Can I hold his gun? Okay, I'm using my gun safety. This right here, I was told to move, but this right here is the gun of the leader of the favela. Got an extended mag on a pistol, and he carries.
At this point, the leader is chatting with our homies behind the camera,
I
and I
bet
can
it's
tell
a
he's
button on that
vibing
bitch,
and
too.
super chill.
I know it's a button on that
Obviously,
bitch.
anything
Why
can
not?
go wrong in a
You got
moment's
50
notice,
shit.
but
We slap a
I
switch
didn't
on.
feel any fear. I know statistically this is supposed to be the most dangerous one, but I guess that's the point of this channel. To show you that if you act the right way and come in with an open mind, you're usually chilling.
Exactly.
We headed towards a sports field where all the local children play. Along the way, we stopped to see the view of Rio. Some dude had banged his chick here to the sunset and tied the evidence to the ledge. Good on him. Sounds pretty fun. I played football with the kids a bit, threw in a quick money challenge that I knew would lose to get them excited. Then headed with the leader to a private recreational facility he was building for the favela. It had pools, a stage for live music, and a nice view of the Cristo statue. We then headed towards a local intra-favela football match and met up with the leaders of neighboring favelas. Surrounding the leaders were security with military-grade assault rifles. One of them knew I'd probably never be back and took a picture with me because he saw my YouTube following. The leader chatted some business, then took us to the overview of the match. On the way back, we were allowed to film, and my homie Yassine was being a bitch and made me take all the heat. Every single person was staring at me. We loosened up a bit, then I found this hot Brazilian bartender to flirt with. I read the room pretty well, and against warning from my translator, I was spitting game. If any part of the video was dangerous, it was this. From there, we headed to a barbershop that was closing down to get a favela trim. This one dude, Vinicius, was being super friendly and snorting lines right in front of me.
There's just no way that just happened.
The lineup was pretty shit. It made my face look crooked, but the favela experience so far had been surreal, and it was just about to get even better. They took us to this market in the middle of the road, which I can't show on YouTube. Imagine a pharmacy, but not for the legal stuff. I then headed into a small room with the gang leaders and interviewed them about topics most wouldn't ask.
That look like what?
Have you ever been in love?
22, damn.
Já.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How many times? Quanto?
Quantas vezes? Fala pra ele diversas vezes. Fala pra ele. Fala pra ele que bandido também ama.
How many people have you killed?
Nobody trying to answer that weird ass shit. He ain't finna play with him, bro.
Eu gosto Brazil. But at number 2, we have meeting with the most wanted kingpin in the Middle East. This story begins in the Be'a Valley of Lebanon, an area often misunderstood by the people of the Middle East. With the sole desire to document the miles of Mary Jane fields this region offers, I had no intent to meet the most wanted kingpin of the Arab world, Nuh Zaitir. Quite frankly, 3 days before I met him, I had no idea who he was. The original plan was to meet up with our plug, a local dealer, and have him show us around the region to make a cool video.
Just holy shit. طيب كيف الجيش هون والحشيش هون؟
ما بيعرفوا عليه. How does that make sense?
They for sure get paid. They get paid off. 100% بيدفعوا لهم.
لكن حشيش عميق. هذا كله حشيش.
Since the region was fathered by Nuh, as we drove through, he told us stories of the harsh realities of life in the Be'a and Nuh's historical battle for power against the army.
Really?
ما كان في مصاري يعني اف يا لطيف نوح زعيتر
اوكي
عادي شخص عادي خي نوح زعيتر خي
يعني كان مثل العالم.
ايه مثل العالم عم اقول لك هيك بيته كيف هو مثلا
مزبوط.
مش حيكون.
As you can imagine, this piqued my fascination. See, Nuh actually hasn't been seen on public television in over 7 years. All you really ever see online is TikToks of his convoy. And the last time he was, his security held up a loaded weapon to the reporter's head for comparing them to ISIS.
شو الفرق بينك وبين الدواعش؟ شو بتختلف عنهم انت اليوم؟
شو جيب لجيب يعني؟ كيف الفرق؟ لا
You gotta calm them shooters down. Them shooters crazy, boy. They doped up. They trying to sting you something. You playing? Stop playing with them, bro. For they clap you. He's sitting there looking dumb as hell. Look at this fit, gang. Come on, bro. You almost just got stressed out, acting dumbass shit for.
It's actually funny because this clip would scare most people, but the way he reacted to security and disgust felt super genuine. I'm Lebanese. I can read my own people. And what I saw here was a human, not an animal like the media portrays.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to get him clapped. He's like, man, his ass a goofy. We not finna clap him, man. He just said some dumbass shit, you know? Calm down, little folks. Just calm down.
What I saw in a video of his security holding up a weapon was a caring grandpa. The same Nuh Zaitir that the Be'a Valley speaks highly about. See, in the area, Nuh is actually super respected. But outside, the media paints him in a negative way to instill fear and get clicks. Negativity sells. Sure, he sells drugs. call him a drug lord, or call him a pharmacist. When you think about it, is it really much worse than your own government getting you addicted to ADHD?
Right. That's why I was just gonna say, like, obviously I'm a civilian. I don't get into nothing illegal. And I'm saying that to say, like, I don't look at drug dealers as the worst people on earth, or like, unless you like lacing something with people not trying to get, and then they OD, or like, they just, you lacing people, that's different. I'm against that 100%. But when you just selling drugs, it's like, it's no different from the government. Like you say, it's no different from the government prescribing you promethazine, lean. They prescribe people that, you feel me? Even though they probably taking a low dosage, and it's mainly for like coughs and just throat issues and shit. It's no different from Adderall that people get prescribed. That's like them their meth or something. Lean, them their liquid meth and shit. All these different, you get all these drugs like Vicodin and people get prescribed. I think people get prescribed Xans or something, Perks. People get prescribed these drugs that a lot of people talk about. So, and you buy that, you go to the Walgreens and you give them your script, and you gotta pay for that. So it's just like glamorized drug dealing. So I'm not against people selling drugs, especially if they just selling weed. Like, if you selling weed, come on, bro, that's nothing. You feel me? So I'm not against the shit. So when people try to paint, now the killings behind the drugs, that's something that's not right. I ain't gonna say that's right. But the actual act of selling drugs, I don't feel like you should be portrayed as no villain or something like that. Because you're just making money. Just like the government making money off people, or bet farm, or whatever you say. Like, I'm not against it. I'm just not, you feel me? Comment down below if you...
At age 6? I mean, those things are practically meth.
Exactly.
But that's not for me to decide. I'm just posing a question. The day I was supposed to meet him, I headed to a cigar store to buy a gift. To him, I was a random. But to me, I was about to meet a legend. My mom was scared shitless, begging me not to go. My uncle called me an idiot, but I'm glad I did it. Nuh was super chill. I didn't get to talk much with him, but I'd love to go back, smoke a cigar, and interview him as a human in a way that the mainstream media couldn't. And taking the #1 spot would be sneaking into Sao Paulo's most dangerous favela. I had just finished shooting Cracolândia, Brazil's land of zombies, and headed to its most dangerous favela without permission. It was my first favela, and I was a stupid foreigner.
Yo, they're looking at us and they're like making phone calls. They're all looking at us.
That's the good thing about being like a brown, or like a darker brown like me, because I ain't black. I'm just brown, you feel me? When you pull the crayon box out, I'm the color of the brown crayon. I don't like when people call me black, because I'm not black, you feel me? This black. The writing on my, that's black, you feel me? I'm not, that's not me. But, you feel me? That's the good thing about being, because when you go to certain places, they're not going to assume you like the government or like the police or something, you feel me? They going to, like, especially in like situations like this, when you meeting up drug lords and shit like that. If you white, they not finna fuck with you, bro. They think you the police, bro. So that's one good thing about it. It's a lot of good things, but don't get me wrong, but that's like the good thing about it.
While they make the phone call.
And you doing shit like this.
What's up? Delete what? I can't delete.
Within minutes of entering, we were taken into an alley and surrounded by gang members. Luckily, I was able to talk my way out of it and get the gang to show us their lifestyle.
But it smells like it.
Oh,
Stop.
what the f is happening?
This video is removed off YouTube due to how intense it is. It was at a cool 600,000 views and climbing when it got taken down. It's now available exclusively on my website, ArabUncut.com. You're missing out if you're not on ArabUncut.com. YouTube limits what I can post here.
Yeah. I fuck with Arab though, you feel me? He a cool dude, I think he got kidnapped. He got kidnapped in like Haiti or something. Like, I'd have been scared for my goddamn life. Nigga, send me back home, nigga. And he still out here doing the same shit, you feel me? Like, Me personally, if they would have kidnapped me, fuck no. Take me to the crib. I'm not, boy. I'll never leave the country again after getting kidnapped. His ass tweaking, but yeah, I want to get into stuff like this. Not really going out the country. I would though, like once I get bigger. But as of now, I want to go to like different neighborhoods throughout our country, the United States. I want to go to different neighborhoods and just not even meet with just street people. Meet with people from all walks of life. You feel me? People that's millionaires. You feel me? So I can get game and give y'all the game. You feel me? And, you know, just meet with different type of people. You know, cause it's more than just this. I know this shit get more views and shit, but I really want to deliver a message on my YouTube channel. I don't just want to be out here just doing anything for the money. You feel me? Even though I want the money, I'm gonna get the money. But I'm not doing it solely for the money. I got a bigger message that I'm trying to relay. I'm trying to get it out there. So man, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know anything y'all want to see in the comments, and if y'all got any questions or concerns or critiques about this video, drop it below. You know. But that's it for this video, man. We'll be back with another one, man. Gang.